Hi, and welcome to this week's Thursday's Thoughts. I'm Sarah Hamricker, and I'm glad you joined me. Today I want to talk about being the grown-up in the room. And what I mean by that is the fact that we have to be the adult. And I know some of you are thinking, but I am the adult by age, but do we act like we're the adult? This means we have to make the hard decisions, the unpopular decisions. This means that we have to be the one to disengage when an encounter with our child or teen is not going well. This means that we have to be willing to cause our children pain and suffering in the short term in order to achieve long-term goals. This means that we, in fact, have to act like an adult. And this can be hard for us, especially as moms, because we're very nurturing, we're very loving. We want to have a good relationship and connection with my child. And what I'm saying is we're not going to throw that connection out, but we need to make sure that it's the proper connection by being the grown-up. Now, here's an example. One of my daughters recently, she was upset about something, and I put my hand on her arm. I touched my kids. It's like a comfort kind of a thing. And she jerked away and was like, "Mom, don't touch me." Now, I could have taken offense at that. I could have been like, I'm trying to help. I could have responded and fed into her upsetness. I could have probed more. I could have really brought myself down to a teenage girl level. I was a teenage girl. I remember how that is. But I didn't. And I remember thinking, I'm going to let this go because I'm the adult. I'm the grown-up. And it's okay that she's upset. It's okay that she doesn't want to talk about this right now. I need to disengage. I need to leave her alone so she calms down and things get better. So many times things escalate between us and our child because we are not the adult. Other examples are kids who want to do things or go places or read things or watch things or visit certain websites or play certain games, video games, etc., that their friends are doing, and we have to be the grown-up to stand up and say, no, you're not going to do that because we don't feel it's the right thing to do. We don't abdicate our responsibility in that. We research, we decide, we come up with whatever decision we want to make, and then we have to deliver that decision to our child. And most of the time, that does not go over well. But such and such, blah, blah, blah. It takes an adult to go, yes, I realize that such and such's mother or family allows him or her to do this, but you're not. I'm not their mother. They're not in our family. And that is being an adult as well. That's realizing that it's okay if we're different from others. It's okay that we have different ideas and different ways of parenting. We have to be comfortable enough to take on that responsibility and be the adult about it. I'm going to leave you with one more example on this week's Thursday Thoughts about being the adult in the room. Remember, it is not our job to have our children like us. It's not our job to have our teens like us. And this is important because so many times we are not the adult in a room. We're acting like our children's peer. We're acting as if we are wanting or needing the immediate gratification of having our child go, "Oh, Mom, you're the best, you're the greatest." Now, sometimes my kids say that to me. But I'm perfectly happy if they look at me and go, "Oh, Mom," and do that eye roll and shrug and "I can't believe you" and stomp off. I'm fine with that. I don't need them to like me. I don't need their friends to like me. I'm a grown-up. I have grown-up friends. I have peers who I interact with and who I respect and who I expect that back and give and take from. Not my children, and not my teens, and not my children's friends. I'm perfectly fine with being the adult in the room, which means that I don't horn in on my teenage girls in their conversations. I talk to them, of course, but I don't insert myself. I don't try to be their friend. I don't try to be somebody I'm not, because I'm the adult and I need to have that adult presence. I need to be the adult instead of trying to be their kid. Their friend, my kid's friend. Well, thank you for joining me for today's Thursday Thoughts on video, and I hope you'll join me next week.